she came from a really good story. Like, so your whole buzz started from beating on the counter.
You mad, I can see it in your face, bitch. You mad, girl, it's all over your face. Girl, it's all over your face. Girl, it's all over your face, bitch. You mad.
I wasn't really in tune with how shit was structured with the music, so I didn't know to like go find a beat and hook chorus and all of that. I just
You
knew
was
I
raw
had,
with it.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I just knew I had this concept in my head I really wanted to get off, so I was beating on the table when I recorded myself. And I had already was going viral on like Facebook and shit like that because I was doing like other people covers.
Yeah.
So I just made a status one day and I'm like, yeah, who wanna hear like this song I just made? And it went viral like literally like so
Talk
I
to
posted.
me about that moment though, because like a lot of people could have had that idea,
Mm.
but oftentimes we have ideas, but we don't execute them. It's just kind of like, yo, you know what would be dope,
If
and
I
then we don't do it. But that moment, what was like, yo, you know what? Fuck that, I'm about to do this shit right now.
on the fans, I guess I had put the status up and I'm like, who wanna instead of me doing the cover, who wanna hear something that I've made? And then they was like, they was real supportive. They like
So there
drop
was a
that.
demand for it.
Yeah, they
there
like
was a
drop
demand
that.
for it. Yeah.
And when I dropped it, it was only like a 60-second snippet literally of me like beating on the table, snapping my
Right.
finger, beating on the sink. And it blew up. Like it went everywhere. All the major blogs at the time on Facebook, and I had to make it a real song because they was fiending for it.
Right.
So I went in the basement, like, the little computers and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
one
yeah,
little
yeah,
mic.
yeah.
Went in the basement and I recorded it.
Like that.
Just
And
like
it was
that.
done. And a lot of times I think that's the problem with people. They don't realize like all you got to do is be like Nike. You just got to do it.
Yeah, you just gotta do
Sometimes we're afraid of failure though. Like at some point, some of you was maybe like, oh, maybe they're like, gonna feel it, or did you feel like that at any point, or you was like, nah, this gonna be that shit.
it. No, I ain't even think twice. Like I think I'm so secure in myself. Like,
Did it.
yeah,
Dope.
it's that.
Dope. And that brings you all the way up to this space. You're in the top 5 market, interviewing with the mayor, and you got a record out with YK Osiris.
Yes.
Yeah, talented dude. He came through here too when he first got his beginning. And one thing I tend to have is I tend to be able to see whether or not someone has the talent
Yeah.
to make it. Because oftentimes it's like, right now in the music industry, everything is so fluffed. There's so much glitter and gloss and flashing lights and whatnot. You can't ever really tell. But I think I just interviewed Vito, and I think I seen those similar things in you guys. You guys really have real artistry,
Thank you.
and I really respect that
Thank you.
because I think it's important that we get back to that.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying?
Real
Yeah.
raw talent.
Right, real raw talent. And then now the song that you have with YK Osiris, I heard you mention that it came from you having a crush on somebody and trying to
Look
keep it on
like
the
it.
low. Like, talk to me about that.
Look like it.
Yeah.
It was somebody I kind of like had my eye on, and I had heard this beat. This now I'm into, I
Right,
know how to do
right.
it. So I was going through my emails, and it was a producer called Zeke Beats, and I'm like, damn, I love this beat, like. And the concept just instantly came in my head because, like, when I was talking to him or texting him that night, I was just saying, like, people really want to, like, be public, like, I don't know if it's.
For the gram, do it for the gram.
Basically, I'm not with none of that.
That's corny.
So, exactly.
Right.
So, I'm like, I ain't really trying to go, like, public with stuff. I'm a very private type of person. And, like, when I heard the beat, I had the concept in my head, but I had no words. So, when I went in the studio the next day, it was just like,
It just flowed.
yeah, it's just,
We like that sometimes.
yeah.
And that's dope. Sometimes, like, I think in artistry, sometimes people, they'll try to force a song or try to force a sound. And sometimes you just got to walk away from it and come back to it. Like, what's your
Mhm.
take on that? Like, when you get frustrated on a record, what do you do? Do you keep at it? Do you walk away from it, come back? Do you go grab some water? Like, what do you do to, like, keep you in that flow?
First of all, I sip wine.
Okay.
If
Okay.
I'm frustrated, I sip wine because it helps my thinking process. But if I got
Mellows you
like,
out.
yeah, if I got like get to the point where like I feel like I don't have the next sentence or I'm stuck, like a brain freeze or something, I just walk away, and then I come back to it later when I'm feeling whatever vibe that I was just writing in.
Why do you walk away?
Because I don't want to put out anything. Like, I like for it to make sense or it to tell a story, or it really have to be how I'm feeling in that
Right.
moment. So I just leave it there. I'll probably go to another song. Like,
Right. And come back.
yeah.
Yeah. That's dope. Now, we're in town for the Tripolar tour.
Yes.
Talk to me about that. How's that been? Being on the road. I mean, you're from the
It's-
south side of Chicago,
Yes. I'm
so
from
you've
where-
been really getting to see a lot different cities, and tell me what that experience has been
new
like.
environments. Different.
Yeah.
It's definitely different.
Different's good though, right?
Yeah,
Different's
it's a
always
good
good. New
different.
experiences, yeah.
I like seeing my supporters, like, and some of them I be knowing too, cause they so active with me.
Yeah.
And I see them in the crowd, and I'm like, this is heard from Twitter or something like that. Like, I just like really connecting with my fans, like on a personal level, so they could.
So it's really
feel.
intimate and organic with you.
Yeah.
Are the shows like that too, or like what's? I'm actually interested. I want to know what it's like. I'm like, oftentimes when I have new artists that come to the city, I'll literally sneak over to the show. Like I won't even tell the artist. I just be like, because I want to see what it's really like. Because you come in here and say one thing, you know what I'm saying? But when you get out there and the crowd reacts, like sometimes I'm that versed in the music industry. Like sometimes an artist might be like, oh, yeah, whoa. And the crowd just be like, especially when you're first coming up and they don't know your music. That doesn't take away from how great your music may be, but they're not familiar with it.
Yeah, see, this is the good thing about the Tripolar tour, right? It's my very first tour, and it's my own tour that I'm headlining. So everyone who's coming out is really coming out to support me. So I haven't been to a show where it's like,
so you
just
get instant
looking.
reactions.
Yeah,
in every
they know
single
all
city.
the
That
words.
feels great, right?
Yes, for sure.
All work though.
Yeah.
Tell me about that, because I think it's also important. Like a lot of times people don't talk about like, man, what it took to get here.
Yeah.
They might be like, man, Anne-Marie got it like that, man. But
No.
do she really? No. You see what I'm saying? All your people shaking your head because we all know that it's not like that. It was hard work. It was nice when it was like, damn, girl, what we gonna do? Woo. Like
times you want to give up, but you
got to talk about that, because again, like I mean, like for me, like rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. Like for me,
for sure.
hustle and motivating ourselves and educating ourselves is big, because nobody's gonna come do it for us, and I think that that's evident, and we know that, and we've seen that years after years. So it's like, a lot of times we don't want to share information because we kind of like maybe feel like we're going to lose our slot. But the truth is, as we're graduating and elevating.
You know what somebody told me that was one of the smartest shit I've ever heard?
What's that?
Your light is not going to, what they say, if you light another candle.
Yeah, it's not gonna dim your light.
Exactly.
It doesn't. When I say that name to you, I noticed when I said Nipsey to you, I got a reaction from you. How would you say that he maybe influenced your music?
So I really didn't grow up on Nipsey like that. It was like I was seeing videos of him, like before he even passed, rest in peace to Nipsey. But before he even passed away, I was watching this video of him saying stuff like he actually like got to me. You know what I'm saying? He was saying stuff like he don't really spend money on cars and shit like that because they lose values the moment that you drive it off the lot. He was encouraging people to get properties, do real estate and shit like that. Like I feel like he was really like a real person. You know what I'm saying? He really genuinely cared about the black community. So when I don't even know him, but it touched me, like,
right,
because you don't have too many leaders anymore